Hey, what's happening, peeps? What's going on? What's happening to my ride share road warriors? What's going on? This is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And on this video, we are going to talk about my top 21 apps for driver success. So stay tuned. I want to run these down. I had to sit down and look at them today, right? So if you were on the video yesterday, you heard me talk about that and say that I was going to give those to you. So what's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who do we have checking in? Let me get some thumbs up for you guys and girls out there, my road warriors. And I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm pretty much at the end of my day today. Hey, Tabor, what's happening, my man? I'm pretty much at the end of my day. I've done $185 just all on Uber, and I pretty much grinded it out today. I could keep going, but I don't know. I may just shoot for the even 200. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel, right? So peep game. I want to go ahead and knock these out, and I hope you guys got them. I'm going to actually create a list and put it in the description as well, so you guys can have these. But these are my top 21 apps. I got it written down on my tablet. Let me make it really, really bright because it is sunny out here in Atlanta. The temperature is 89 degrees. So let's get it started, right? So my top 21 apps for success, all right? Number one, you need to have the Uber driver app. Number two, you also need to have the Uber passenger app. Okay. Now, of course, you need the Uber rider app to make money. All right. But you need the Uber passenger app to give you intel of where other drivers are located around you. All right. So moving on, I'm not going to make it long and give you an explanation why, unless you guys ask questions. All right. So if you have any questions about why I'm using these apps, let me know. So the second app, or the second combo of apps, is the Lyft app. Okay, the Lyft app. Have the Lyft app. If you can drive on Lyft, do it. You know, if you can drive on Uber, do it. You know, if you're driving one and not driving the other and don't know if you qualify for one or the other, sign up for the next one, right? Okay. So, and you want to have both the Lyft driver and the Lyft passenger app. Okay, same thing with Lyft. The passenger app gives you intel. You see what other drivers are around you, and you just move away from those drivers, and generally you'll get a ride that way. All right, so let's move on to the next one. My next app is Waze. And why do I like Waze? And Waze is a GPS app for you guys that don't know. I know there's some veterans on here, and there's some new people too, right? But Waze, I like Waze for the social features, number one. So people go ahead of you and they put in like where the police is located. If there's an accident in front of you, they put in roadkill, they put in potholes. And I tell you, I hit a pothole about a month ago and it messed up my tire. But had someone put the pothole notification in there, then I probably would have been looking for that pothole. Now I know where every little pothole in that same little area is. All right. So you got to have Waze for the social features. You also need Waze for the planned drives. The planned drives. I love the planned drives, especially when I'm doing private clients. So if I want to be somewhere at a certain period of time, then I do the planned drives. Okay. So the screen keeps going out on the tablet. So if you guys see me mess with the tablet, then that's what it is. But don't let that stop you. All right. The next app is Zello, Zello. And Zello is basically a walkie-talkie app. It's like the old school Nextel two-way radio, push-to-talk phones and the Boost mobile phones. But what it allows you to do is to network with other drivers. Okay, so big shout out to the True Riders. Big shout outs to 5 Star. Big shouts out even to the Mo Money team, because that's how I found out about it. So big shouts out to all of those Zello channels, and those are what helped me generate more income, because I was able to, you know, you got extra ears and eyes out there, right? So I have a background as a dispatcher. I used to dispatch tow trucks. I used to dispatch pizzas, you know what I'm saying? Pizza drivers. But the main thing I did was dispatch tow trucks, right? Before I started doing this for a living before I started doing rideshare full time. And it reminds me of that. I could talk to different drivers around the city. I can get the eyes and ears. You know, I got their eyes. They can see and they can tell me what they see. And I can imagine if they say, hey, stay off of Interstate 85, there's an accident, don't go that way, then I won't go that way. Or we share, you know, hotspots. You know, there's a big convention in town. You know, there's a concert letting out. You know, it's people are picking up rides. There's a festival going on. So this Zello helps with all of that. All right, so you definitely need to have Zello. Get you a network. You guys asked about a network yesterday. I think Tabor was you. There you go. You need a network for your eyes and ears while you're out here. All right, so the next thing, and like I said, some of these are common sense, but I'll tell you how I use them. So the next thing is Google Maps. So Waze is my primary GPS, right, that I use for my turn by turn. Google Maps, I use it for visual traffic insights. So I'll look at Google Maps, and it color codes where the heavy traffic is, and then that lets me know if I need to come back out and drive or not, or areas that I want to stay away from. Waze doesn't give me that information, but Google Maps does. So I use Google Maps for the insight, okay? Information. Play the game, win the game. The next one is YouTube, right? So just like you're watching me on YouTube, I use YouTube for information, education, all right? How to be a better rideshare driver. Whatever I'm looking at on YouTube, I'm learning, all right? So I'm always learning. I'm a student of the game, all right? So the next one after YouTube is Google. Using Google, the Google app. Say you need to get some information. It doesn't matter what kind of information you're trying to get. Google is the largest search engine on the internet, and YouTube is the second, and Google owns YouTube, okay? So if you need information, education, Google, all right? The next one I put down here is StubHub, and StubHub gives me local intel, concerts, like how many people are at the tickets are sold. Like it kind of lets me know what's going on in the area, and StubHub is cool. I don't use it as much as I use another app that I'm going to tell you about. I got a question. Once you finish your list, how do you recommend I start finding a network? We'll talk about that. I talked about StubHub. Let's talk about Gridwise. Gridwise is the next app I use, and I use Gridwise. It gives you local information as far as events are concerned, but it also gives you this information about airports, airport arrivals, and departures. It's critical intel if you're going to be picking up airports, especially if you're going to be waiting in the queue. And lately, I haven't had to wait in the queue. Most of my rides today were airport rides, and I didn't wait in the queue once. So big shout outs to my buddy, my network, Tabor, my network. Okay, so Gridwise, I talked about that. Let's talk about the next one. It's Flight Tracker, right? It's Flight Tracker. So on Flight Tracker or flight information, they give you specific specific airplane intel. So if you're picking up somebody and you know that their flight comes in at a certain time, if you have their flight number, you can search their flight number by using one of these apps, and you can track it. And so you can also look at how many flights are coming in at a certain range of time. It lets you know that. You know, you have to do some manual counting, but it will let you know how many flights are coming in within a certain period of time. It's really good intel. This next one that I use more than StubHub and more than Gridwise for my local intel lately, I've been using Farepilot. So someone put me on the Farepilot, and I've been using it. All right, so what it does, Farepilot's also cool. You know, it gives you the local intel, but it also gives you something really, really cool. It gives you local hotspots based on data that they've compiled in the past from concerts and all kinds of stuff, you know, busy shopping centers and areas and things like that. So it gives you that intel free, okay? All of these apps that I've gone over so far are free, okay? The next one after that is DarkSky, and I use DarkSky for my weather. You know, DarkSky will let you know if rain is going to be starting in 10 minutes and how soon the rain is predicted to stop. It's very, very accurate. It's almost scary. I have the paid version. I think it's $3.99 for a year or something like that. So that's one I pay for. But I like that. And you should know what the weather's going to be like before you hit the road. You need to know how to dress. You need what kind of mindset you're going to have. You know, you're going to, especially like if it's rush hour and it's going to be raining like really, really hard, you can make a lot of money during rush hour when it's raining. Okay, let's go to the next one. So we talked about DarkSky. So let's go to the next one. Audible. Get the Audible app. Okay, now Audible, you don't have to pay for the app itself, but for the audio books that you listen to, a lot of those cost money. All right, they do have some free ones, but you know, I would recommend go ahead and paying for your books so you can listen to them. And we're in the car all the time, and so we have the opportunity to educate ourselves. So you always want to be doing some kind of personal development, listening to some kind of podcast, doing something that's feeding your mind while you're out here. Okay, don't just be out here willy-nilly, just sitting waiting and just wasting time. You know, I know some people do other things with their time, but me, I don't. I'm always focused on the next level, and I'm always learning something. So a lot of the information that I share with you guys on mindset, I've learned, you know, over the years by just using my car as a library. Okay, it's your car. Use your car as your office. Use it as your library. You know, learn. You can have a master's degree in something, just in information, you know, from Audible. All right, and things like that. Google Play. You know, wherever there are books, and I also have Google Play. That's the next one. So segueing into Google Play. So I use Google Play for a lot of MP3 files. So I'm in a mastermind, like say today, right? So I'm in a mastermind group called the Deep Abyss that my mentor runs. Big shouts out to you, Diane Hockman. And she records the sessions, the live sessions, and then people can go back and download them and on the phone and listen to them whenever they want to. And so I have stuff like that. I have conference calls, all kinds of stuff that I, you know, that I want to go back and listen to later. So I use Google Play for that. Let's see, the next one, and this is a paid app, is MilesIQ. And I'll put a link in there for MilesIQ. It helps you track your miles for tax purposes. So I like that. All you got to do is swipe left, swipe right for personal or business, and at the end of the year you print that thing out and you just give it to your tax person. All right, saves a whole lot of time. You may have seen commercials on YouTube for MilesIQ, but that is one of my top 21 apps that helps you reduce your tax burden at the end of the year. Okay, because you get to expense your miles, and your miles are, like, I'm telling you, man, as a self-employed person, you definitely want to have some deductions and some expenses. And one of your biggest deductions is your mileage. Okay, don't sleep. Treat it like a business, it'll pay you like a business. Treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. All right, the next one is the SquarePOS app. POS stands for point of sale. SquarePOS. So you want to have the Square app on your phone so you can accept credit card and debit card payments. Even if you want to track cash payments, you know, and you may even decide to use this for a different business, you know, whatever business that you're operating, right? But Square allows you to do that. It allows you to take credit cards. I got a credit card swiper in here somewhere. And I would recommend getting a different swiper, but this plugs right into my phone. But I would recommend getting the one with the chip reader. This one comes free, but I would recommend upgrading and getting the one that has the chip reader for more security. So I'm in the market to get one of those. All right, so the next app is the Cash app. You know, if you don't have the Cash app, you should get it. It's a free app, and there's they give you $5 for getting the Cash app. I'll put that in the description as well once I get settled, because somebody just may want to send you some money. So why not? Somebody may want to tip you. Let them tip you through the Cash app or the Square point of sale app. You know, track your information if you want to. That's totally up to you, but I think it's a good app to have. My friends and I send money back and forth like that all the time. Now, the next app. It's some kind of timer or alarm app, right? And all these smartphones have that, but I have an alarm app that allows me to snooze, and so sometimes I'll snooze it. But you need this app to keep up with how long you've been sitting in the area without constantly looking at the clock. Okay, so I use it for that. So like when I'm using Farepilot, I'll go in, and sometimes Farepilot will let you know you've been in the spot for 15 minutes. Other times it won't. So I'll just go ahead and set my timer on my phone and for 15 minutes, and then I'll look for the next little hotspot. If I don't have anything, and I'll move to that hotspot. All right. So I use the timer in conjunction with Farepilot, but I also use my timer. Okay, I'll watch the rest of the video later. Okay, no problem, man. See you later, Tabor. Thanks for tuning in, my man. So definitely want to have your timer. There was another reason I said I use the timer. Oh, I use it for various things, you know, things to remind me if I want to be reminded like every 45 minutes, because I do this technique called anchoring, and this is some mindset stuff. I do a technique called anchoring, and so every 45 minutes I think about something, and I have a certain things that I think about, and it helps me ground myself. And Tony Robbins talks about anchoring. A lot of success motivational coaches and leaders, thought leaders, they talk about anchoring, and it's a very powerful technique to help you change your thinking and change your behavior. Okay, and the last app I'm going to talk about out of the 21, but last but not least, is Gas Buddy. And if you don't have the Gas Buddy app, I'll put a link in there for that too. All the ones that have links, I'll put it in there. But Gas Buddy just basically helps find the cheapest gas in the area where you are. You know, I used Gas Buddy maybe like a couple of weeks ago, and I found some really cheap gas that was like 30 cents cheaper than everywhere else around it, which was so crazy. So take advantage of stuff like that. If you're in the area, you're not familiar where your gas stations are, or gas, like if you have a membership like a Sam's Club or a Costco, you're not familiar with where these things are, use that Gas Buddy app and just check and see where the cheapest gas is around you. All right, because gas is your biggest expense, unless you got like a hybrid or a electric car or something like that. Gas is your biggest expense, so you want to not have to pay so much money out in expenses so you can have more profit. All right, so hope you guys got some value out of this video. I think I may wrap this thing up for today, but I'm not 100% sure. So like I said, it's been a pretty good day today, and I like this. I like the flexibility of what I do. You know, I had just made just under $100 this morning. I posted it in the community, and I went to see my daughter do like a dance recital thing, a dance performance, you know, during the lunchtime. You know, I couldn't do that really with the last job that I had. You know, I have that freedom and flexibility to do that, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So driving has so many other benefits that people don't get, but I just, you know, like I said, this helps out. I came out of the game, came out later, and I've earned an extra $100, you know, since like 1:30 1:30, close to 2 o'clock, and now it's 7:32. I came out and earned the extra $100. All right, so I'm happy about that. It's a pretty good day. I'm excited. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I see you watching the video. I can tell that you're watching it. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. You know, if you got some comments, some questions, post them in the description or in the chat box, and I'll get to those questions later. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is Ride Share Driving Tips. And see, my channel is different from every other channel because my channel is focused on showing you guys how to earn more and drive less. That's it. I'm not getting into the politics a whole lot about, you know, Uber and Lyft and legislature. I don't do a whole lot of that. My job is to show you guys how to earn more and drive less. All right. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that gets into the politics. That is great. We need those people. We need other YouTubers that have entertaining videos, you know, so about driving, ride share. We need all of that. So, but my channel is for the people that want to earn more and drive less. You guys that don't want to be out here 80 and 90 hours a week, you know, trying to trying to make, you know, $500 or $600. You know, I want to show you guys how to make consistent income every week for me, pretty much, unless something wild is happening, like I'm going to a family reunion in tomorrow. So my videos are going to be kind of different this weekend. You know, I may show you guys some family reunion footage or something like that, you know, some live candid stuff, so you guys see that I'm just not a driver. You know, I'm a family man. I got kids, I got family. You know, I'm not just some guy that's sitting behind the screen giving you rah-rah. All right, so once again, you know, make sure you subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell so you get the alerts for when the next time I have a video that is posted. All right, so this has been Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. I just shared with you guys my top 21 apps for success. Use them wisely, use them to make money, and learn how to use them, and apply your knowledge and common sense that you already have. If you need help with, you know, coming up with a strategy, check out the links in the description. There's one for coaching, and I got some really special stuff coming up for you guys next week. I want to do something really special for you guys. It's only going to be a limited time. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but I'm excited to bring it to you. And you guys make sure you've been just watching the videos. It's coming, baby. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So you guys have a good one. I am out. Rideshare Road Warriors. Peace.